All right, my friends, we're going to go through all of our letters and letter sounds. I'll also be showing you the motion that goes with the letter. Some of these motions we've learned, some of them might be new. So this is just a little tool to help you remember each letter's sound. So our first letter is V. V says V. When I think of V, I think of a vacuum cleaner. V says V. Do it with me. V says V. All right, let's look at our next one. Remember, these are our two best friends, Q and U, always together, the best of friends. Q and U says qu, like a queen. Do it with me. Q and U says qu. Okay, let's look at our next one. Our next letter is K. K makes me think of a key. K says k. Do it with me. K says k. Okay. Our next letter is W. W makes me think of our question words like who, what, when, where. They all start with the letter W. So W says wha. Do it with me. W says wha. Okay. Our next letter is J. J makes me think of jump rope. J says j. Do it with me. J says j. Good job. All right. Here's our next one. X. X says x. Put your arms in the X form. Do it with me. X says x. Okay. Our next letter is B. I think of a ball. So think of like dribbling a basketball. B says b. Your turn. B says b. Good job. Our next letter is Z. I think of like a zipper. So Z says zzz, like you're zipping up your shirt or your jacket. Z says zzz. Your turn. Z says zzz. Good job. Our next letter is G. When I hear the sound G, I think of my throat because I can really feel my throat move when I say that sound. So G says G. Try it with me. G says G. Good job. Our next letter is Y, and I think of a yo-yo. So pretend like you have a yo-yo in your hand and it goes up and down. Y says yeah. Your turn. Y says yeah. Good job. All right, I know you guys know this letter. U says and when you hear you think of a punch in your gut. U says Do it with me. U says Good job. All right, our next letter is P. So when you say the sound for P, you have a lot of hot air that comes out of your mouth. So if you put your hand in front of your mouth, you can feel it. P says P. Do it with me. P says P. Good job. All right, our next letter is N, and I think of the word no. So N says N. Your turn. N says N. Okay. Our next letter is R, and I think of like when a pirate says R, and so you have your little pirate hook. So R says R. Try it with me. R says R. Good job. All right. Our next letter is H, and I think of when something's really hot, you might try like a piece of pizza and it's really hot and you're like, so that's what we're gonna do for our letter H. H says, H says, try it with me. H says, good job. All right, our next letter is S, and I think of a snake. S says, your turn. S says, good job. Okay, our next letter is I, and you know we've talked about this one. I is like itch, like when you have an itch right here. I says, eh. Your turn. I says, eh. Good job. M, when something's really, really yummy, M says, mmm. Try it with me. M says, mmm. Right? We're almost done. You guys are doing great. All right, our next letter is T. And for T, I think of like a clock when it goes tick tock, tick tock. So you're gonna take your hand and you're gonna tick it like a clock. So T says T. T says T. Try it with me. T says T. Good job. All right, our next one is D. Like when you dig something, D says D. Like you have a shovel in your hand and you're digging something up. D says D. Try it with me. D says D. Good job. All right, when you say the sound for E, your mouth gets kind of wide. So you're gonna take your two little fingers, stretch your mouth wide at the bottom. E says eh. Try it with me. E says eh. Good job. All right, our next letter is C. And when I think of C, I think about cutting. C says k. Try it with me. C says k. Good job. All right, our next letter is O. Take your finger, your pointer finger, and you're gonna make a circle around your mouth because O is a circle. O says ah, ah. O says ah. Try it with me. O says ah. Good job. All right, our next letter is F. And when I think of F, I think of flying. So you're gonna get your two little birdie wings. F says, try it with me. F says, good job. Our next letter is A. And when you say the sound for A, your chin goes down. So we take our little hand, make it flat, put it under your chin. A says, ah. A says, ah. Try it with me. A says, ah. Good job. And our last letter is the letter L. And I always think of like when you're licking a lollipop. So pretend like you're holding your lollipop. L says, ooh. L says, ooh. Try it with me. L says, ooh. Good job, guys. All right, keep practicing those letter sounds.